Hi everybody, welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie. I want to start off by giving my gratitude to you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you so much. Today's video is on moon phases, which is extremely important, especially to women. The cycle of the moon, obviously, what we call our moon time. Plus it's roughly a month, so we can kind of time things to it calendar-wise. In the old days, tribes and people paid attention to the moon, so they knew when to do things like harvest and plant and hunt. So it's something that we observed since the dawn of time, and something that we should continue to observe as we go forward. And there's like workings that we can do towards phases of the moon, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. The way the moon phases and the way we can tell is the sun is a set point and the moon revolves around the earth. When the moon is closest to the sun, so that means it's between the sun and the earth, that is our new moon and dark moon, and we actually don't see it because the light is blocked out. The full moon is when the moon is on the opposite side of the earth from the sun, and it gets the full reflection, so that's when we actually see the full moon. And everything in between, when we see the crescents or the half moons, is as it's slowly coming around the earth, it's the earth is blocking part of the light that it would be receiving from the sun and reflecting from the sun. So that's how we see those. You can kind of roughly guess when you want to draw energy from the moon cycles and what you want to do towards them. Depending on your modality, when the moon and the sun are closest together, this is the new moon, this is the dark moon, depending on how you want to call it, in the sky. Some people like to start a new project then, or a new workings, because this is brand new energy. It's like a good time to manifest, and then you can kind of track that until the full moon, so roughly 21 days later. You can kind of see whatever you're doing build up. On the flip side of that, some people treat that as a time for closing, because cyclically it technically kind of is once the full moon hits, and then it blacks out and restarts over, right? So if you treat it as a dark moon, this is that time to banish negative things, to get rid of things out of your life. It's also time to release, like releasing things. Another section, or another phase that we really focus on, is the full moon, obviously, because that's when the energy is at its height, its peak, its apex. And that's a time that you really want to, some people start new projects here, and that's great. Some people, this is their ending for whatever they're doing. For the full moon, it's a good time to tap into goddess energy, prophetic things, abundance things, because it's full. It's very full and overflowing, and this is that, if you think about energy, that's the kind of energy you want to work with then, and the kind of workings you want to do at those moments. For the time of the half moon, this is time that if you've already started a working, it may seem kind of like stagnant energy, or things have kind of like fizzled out or stalled. This is that time to give a little extra oomph, for a little reminder note, or like a ping, hello, what's going on, or to feed what you were doing in the first place, so that by the time it comes down to completion, it hasn't kind of fizzled out completely. Also, the crescent moons, or the waxing and wanings, those are time markers too. And if you don't hit exactly for your new moon, dark moon, or your full moon, you can use these days too, because the truth is, even though we try to be as observant as possible, modern lives doesn't always give way to that, so that we can practice whenever we want to. That being said, also, even though there are things like people tell you what kind of energy to work with, or what's the best to work with for a certain phase of the moon, go with your instinct and go with what you feel. That's what it's truly about, right? It's It's just being observant, observant with nature and also with yourself. So you can't really go wrong if you're feeling it and you need to do it and you feel like you need to do it now. With that being said, do you have any traditions that you practice with the moons, or what particular moon observances do you do? Do you have moon goddess circles where you actually work with them? And sometimes I've seen some moon goddess circles either on the new moon or on a full moon. If you host a moon goddess circle, which moon do you choose to do it on? Leave us a comment down below to let us know. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you for the next hand video. Thank you and have a fabulous day.